Hey man, the Murdoch Room again, man. I tell you what, man. I wanted to do a review today, man. So I've been vaping, man, 6 years, man. 6 years I've been vaping. This last year was a doozy, man. Let me tell you. Anyways, uh, my 6 year thing, I made this juice. So far, I'm really digging it, and I'm vaping it. And you know what's really funny? Is I'm vaping it on cotton, and I'm loving it. So, but anyways, that's not why I'm here. I wanted to do a review. Like I said, I just made it. I don't even know what I'm going to call it. So, yeah. But so far, it's really good. And I don't do cotton, so just standard smock tank. But that's not what I wanted to review. What I wanted to review was this drop box from Amber Mods. All right. Now, I know you're thinking, but hold on. That's a regulated device, Murdoch. And I know this. And oddly enough, and I kind of started to get somewhat into regulated devices with my gym because I noticed that atomizer specifically worked very well on a regulated device, even set up with mesh. So that was working there. I mean, you got a really good flavor on it. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of vapor, white background and everything, but whatever. Anyways, let's talk about this for a second now. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen these. Let me tell you something about this. Like I said, I've been in the vape game for a while, and one of the things that has been a really big turnoff for the past couple of years has been the lack of innovation. It's basically the same thing in a different package. There's nothing really that made devices to where they were standing apart from one to the other. There's been a couple that I've seen like, oh, that's a nice idea, but they've been executed poorly. So this drop box from Amber Mods, not a cheap device. Okay, by no means is this an entry-level device, just because of demand and just how much they are, and they're custom made. Well, not custom made, but they're made from custom wood. So no device is going to be exactly the same, which is something that I actually kind of like. So, but that being said, this was an expensive device, and I'm not going to mention how much was paid for it, but it was paid for. So I'm going to take this atomizer off and we're just kind of going to go over the device. Because there's a couple things. Now, first things first, I like this device. Right? This is in no way, shape, or form a bad review. That being said, there are a couple things that I do not understand. There are a couple things that I do not like. So most of them are cosmetic, personal preference things, just things that I would have done different. Others are just kind of really? But all in all, I will say that there's not really any big safety concern that I've seen with this. But that being said, I haven't taken this apart. At some point it will happen, you know that. Alright, so starting on the top, standard 510 connection. There's not really a juice well per se, but that being said, your juice is far enough away from your buttons that is not going to be a problem. On the off chance that you do have some juice that leaks, the majority of it is either going to be able to be wiped off or either it's going to soak into the wood before it even has a chance to get to where the switches are. And I'm bringing that up because I've had other devices to where that was a problem, to where it's a device that is designed and it's designed to have an atomizer was specifically designed to go on top of that, and said atomizer was prone to leaking and leaks right onto the switches. So then of course that causes a problem. I don't foresee that being a problem with this device, so good on you there. Alright, so second, the shape. Now, I'm not a box mod type. It's just not the type of person I am. I'm not a box mod person, so why am I rolling around with a regulated box mod? Oddly enough, the shape of this I like. One thing, and this goes back to that personal preference type of thing, I just wish it was a little bit shorter. Just A little bit shorter. That's it. Just a little bit shorter. But all in all, it feels good in your hand. Like I said, this is what I don't like. I don't like that open-fisted feeling. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. All right. So, all in all, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable in my hand as some other box mods have. Yeah, so made out of wood, shape, like I said, kind of like I like. Now, what I do like about my unregulated, my tube mods, it slides into my pocket easy, and it usually have it sitting right by my phone. With this, it contours to your pocket, slides right in there, and there's no way that this is going to fire in your pocket because of the button placement. Which gets me to the second point, or second, I don't even know how many points, but it gets me to the next point, which is button placement. Ingenious, and I love it. All right. Now, the cool thing about this is that's the button right there. There is no way that this is going to fire in my pocket. Now, on the off chance that it does, guess what? It's a regulated device. It's a DNA chip. You can just lock it, 5 clicks. I didn't count, but it locked. But, okay. Oh, no, I don't have an atomizer on. Okay. So, shape I like. Like I said, it fits in the pocket good. It fits in your hand good. The placement right there, for me, this is the most comfortable way to fire it, to where I put that little Henga skin right there into there. And then it's just a matter of clicking or squeezing my hand together. And it works perfect. So, button placement I like. All right. Just how this thing looks, it does scream quality. I mean, you look at this, and I wish I had a place to put it down, but when you look, it just says, oh wow, that's an expensive device, right? That's a lot of time and effort was put into that, right? That's going to cost somebody a lot of money. That's what you get from it. I'm not lying. It is a nice looking device. That being said, if I'm paying so much for this, why is my logo crooked? Why? I do not. It's like all this work was put into this, and then that was just slapped on the bottom. And I'm not talking about just that, just the whole bottom plate. This thing, I set it down. Where'd that atomizer go? So maybe you can see it wobble, but no. Let's see what I can get. Phone book. Phone book. Only thing they're good for. Nope. Another one. Nope. Thank you. Okay, so again, why is this wobbling? Why? I don't understand when this is a high-end device, when this is, and especially when it sits there and it screams quality, to why there's some just unfinished stuff, right? It's like, it just doesn't seem like it's finished, you know? It seems like some other things could have been done, and I can't even fix this. I can't even turn it and make it look right. And I understand, yes, it's a pet peeve type thing. It's such a small thing to complain about. But what you don't understand is this is an expensive device. The fact that that is not like that, or the fact that it's wonky like that, doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't scream quality, right? Especially when this is something that was fixed in the community years ago. The ability to fix placement and such forth. Now, that being said, again, this is a good review. I love this device. There's just a couple small things that I'm like, could have been done differently. Now, I mentioned the switch. Love it. Innovative. This right here, I love that. Right? Never do you need a coin to get your battery out. It's got this little plate on it. Now, that being said, the battery comes out. This, come on. These threads are horrible. Okay? These threads are horrible. Horrible. Again, I do not understand. Such a quality device. These threads should be smooth. Period. End of story. Should be smooth. And it's threads on both sides. Now understand these are like handmade. But let's look in there. I don't know if you can see. You can see that there is venting. You can see there's drill holes. But it just looks messy in there. The center post looks kind of crooked. Now, does it work? It works perfectly fine. Again, these are just like these small little detail things that shouldn't be a problem, a concern with a device that I paid so much for. Now, anyways, that's just kind of wanted to give my views on this device I just got, because I hadn't really done a review on a device or whatever in a long time. So I figured I'd do one. As usual, the videos are long. Don't expect anyone to watch, at least all of it, but whatever. Like I said, this device I'm liking. This is definitely a positive review. There's just a couple things that I think need to be polished up with these devices, with this one in particular. So, take it for what it is. Like I said, Amber Mods, Box Mods, I'm digging it. I'm liking their style. A couple things need to be polished up. Anyways, this is Murdoch Rome, man. You guys have a good day.